There's a growing movement in the U.S. to give folks access to food that's grown close to home. Think about farmers markets or restaurants that buy locally. Well, in many areas, school lunch programs are embracing the concept with programs that benefit the students and the farmer.
The kitchen is bustling this early morning at Smithland Elementary School in Harrisonburg, Virginia. While the lunch ladies chop, mix, and bake, a visitor shows up at the kitchen.
You having a good morning?
Yeah. Local farmer Marlon Showalter drops by the kitchen with bins of bib lettuce ready for chopping. Showalter sells about 300 cases of hydroponic greenhouse-grown lettuce to area schools each week.
The stuff that you just brought in today, when was that picked?
Well, actually, this was harvested this morning.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
The lettuce gets turned into salad and is among the locally grown lunch choices that the staff and students here are proud of.
We've always had the goal to make our meals healthier. So for the past several years, we've done a lot of things like increasing fresh fruits and vegetables and whole grains, lowering fat, eliminating fried foods, things like that. So the next logical step for us was to think about trying to get an even fresher product to students when we can.
The school effort is part of a statewide initiative in Virginia to help schools buy more lunch ingredients regionally.
These are Virginia apples here?
They are, yes. And Virginia apples are available to Virginia schools through most of the school year. They hold very well in cold storage, so...
Is this Marlon's lettuce right here?
That is some of Marlon's and some from another farmer who grows romaine lettuce. So we've got a mix there of bib and romaine, both grown locally.
This reminds me of the lunch line when they served up everything in an ice cream scooper. You know, these are like a lunch lady's favorite weapon.
Yes, it is portion control, and this is a good thing, especially in our country where we eat too much. So I know we sort of have that bad connotation of lunch lady with the...
This is not that,
That
right?
is not that.
All.
No,
Okay.
this gives us the correct portion for students. These are homemade yeast rolls, and we're using a blend of 50-50. It's a 50-50 blend of whole wheat flour, which is milled. It's local wheat, milled locally, as well as a bread flour that we get through USDA commodities. So the rolls are half local.
I see a lot of local products here today.
Yes.
Now, obviously, that's not necessarily the case all the time, right? It just can't be, right?
It can't be. That's right. That's right. We are serving about 3,500 meals a day in our division. So when we think about the volume of food that we use, it would be difficult to get all of it local and still be able to give kids lunch.
The biggest challenge to any locally grown effort is the weather. Midwinter in Virginia means little is growing outside. The school district is hoping to purchase 10% of their lunch ingredients locally. Right now it's about 5%. Turning to non-weather dependent choices is also an option. Not too far away in the small town of Charlottesville, another food producer is seeing positive impact from schools' efforts to buy locally. The historic Wade's Mill uses stone grinders to produce flour. The school purchases wheat for bread products from Wade's Mill.
It does benefit the bottom line, and we're pleased to see it because the schools are not only using local produce products, they're teaching the kids, the children, more about nutritional value of what they're eating and where it comes from, who's producing it, what it all means to the local economy.
Improving school lunches has gotten national attention as childhood obesity continues to grow in the U.S.
What was your favorite thing on your tray? The spaghetti? Good. Okay.
Chris Shipman from Standard Produce in Charlottesville, Virginia, says incorporating regionally grown into established distribution channels is possible.
So we have to supplement what we do have locally with what we can pull out of the California area, the Florida area, and then as spring starts, we start moving up the East Coast. So the things that we are buying are getting closer and closer to Virginia until we move into around June 1st is when we'll really start into a lot of Virginia product.
Back in the lunchroom, Andrea Early says buying fresh produce is just one piece of a larger puzzle to get kids to eat healthier.
Food manufacturers have really done a good job of stepping up to the plate to reduce sodium, reduce fat, make those foods still taste good and things that kids like, but make them a little bit healthier versions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great afternoon.
Another advantage to buying locally grown, the kids not only get to eat the food, they get to meet the farmer who grows it.
So do y'all have any questions?
Farmers in the classroom and their products in the cafeteria, a good lesson for kids who may never plant seeds or till the soil, but will have a lifelong reliance on those who do.
Awesome!